Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at the Kingston Mobilite Wireless G3. Priced at $50 US, you're looking at essentially a way to extend your tablet, smartphone, whatever it may be that does have a Wi-Fi connection, even computers, storage capacity, as well as charge that device simultaneously. Actually, it may not work with PC since I know this is supported directly by an iOS and Android application. So that's yet to be determined on my behalf. Now, Kingston was kind enough to furnish me with this product. It's relatively new. And I thought it was interesting. It does also come in a Pro model in black, which includes 64 gigs of onboard storage. And as you can see right here from the front of the box, as I mentioned, essentially you can take things like SD cards, USB drives, and pop them in there, and then using Wi-Fi, use devices to essentially access what's on those SD cards and jump drives. The Pro model does give you that benefit of 64 gigs additional storage and a little bit larger capacity battery on board. I think this one's 5,700 milliamps. The other one is, I think, or this is 5,400. The other one's 62 or 6,700. But either way, this promises to charge your phone twice, which sounds about right depending on what phone you have. You can see the Google Play and available on Amazon's App Store as well, which I'm not even touching that. 2-year warranty. And they're telling you can extend your storage using USB and SD cards, because you can. This essentially is giving you Wi-Fi storage for all your mobile devices, again, tablets and phones. And then you can also charge your phone. Also, this can work as a hotspot, which I think is pretty cool. Of course, that is using your phone's connection. So let me get this out of the box. And that's the whole premise here, is that in order to actually utilize the hotspot mode, you will actually need to hardwire your phone, and then it'll just leverage its own wireless connection, which is AC, for those of you that are wondering. So it'll be interesting to see what those speeds are like. Having a little trouble with the plastic here. Thought this would be fairly simple, but for those of you that follow my channel, you know what's up. And out it comes. Now, personally, I would go for the Pro. Kingston furnished me with this model, so I can't complain. But the Pro, having the 64 gigs of storage, is definitely a nice add-on. So what do we got here? Kingston has included the following. A little bit of paperwork, tell you how to get started, and remind you of your 2-year warranty. Kingston is a reputable company, by the way. That's why I review their products, and that's why I have in the past. Their SD cards are some of the best in the business, and at a value price at that. So the whole unit, basically the size of a portable hard drive, a little bit smaller, I would say, or almost about the same size. You can see right here on the left side of the device, we have the full-size SD card slot and full-size USB port, which, again, give you your storage capability. The power button, what looks to be a reset pinhole, micro USB on the front, an Ethernet port here. This is how you can turn your phone into, again, not really a hotspot, but an internet connection port for a hardwired connection for something like a laptop. And that's pretty much it. So if you want to charge your device, you're going to use this. So you can't charge your device and use a jump drive at the same time, or excuse me, correction, of course you can, right here. I don't believe that this is one directional, but I'll find out. We have some lights up here. In other words, you should be able to use this to charge your phone or the actual onboard battery, and then use this port as well as this port for either a jump drive or another device altogether. It does say charger though, so it looks to me like even though they have an included micro USB charger, that is still how they expect you to charge, because there is no power brick in here, for those of you that are wondering. So you're going to charge this using your phone's existing micro USB charger, basically, although I'm sure they prefer you use this cable. And it looks like charging is done through this port, but I'll confirm that once I actually spend some time with it. And again, the LED indicators let you know whether or not you've got internet, Wi-Fi, and then, of course, what appears to be battery life. So a cool product. It wears, or operates under, several different functions in one package. Definitely a cool take on what would traditionally be looked at a simple power pack. Yes, it is a bit bulkier, but when you think about the ability of having, additional storage and then being able to share that with other devices, I can see exactly why this would be a good fit for many of you out there. And they do include a SD card adapter for those of you that have micro SD cards, because after all, that pretty much is standard for the mobile industry. So pop your micro SD card in here, throw it in here, and you've got extra storage. And we all know micro SD cards are far from expensive these days. You can buy 128 gig cards for very little, 256, a little more expensive, but you can see quickly how this becomes basically a wireless hard drive very quickly, which is what really appealed to me. So it'll be interesting to see what those read tests are. I'm not sure that you can write from it. I'll find out as I use it, but a pseudo wireless hard drive, if you will, with an Ethernet port to boot, which is very cool at a $50 price tag. Again, the Pro version in black gives you 64 gigs of storage, a little more juice for charging your devices. So that's something to bear in mind. But a cool product from Kingston, the likes of which I really haven't seen from anyone else, which is why I wanted to share it with all of you. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. Hit that like button. And as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.